broadcasting to YouTube and to X/Twitter, whatever your preferred name is. Okay, let's see if it's live. I believe we are live on both.
Oh, no.
All right.
I'll highlight myself. Hello, hello. Welcome to our October Playback Town Hall. For those who don't recognize me, I don't usually lead these town halls. I'm RJ. I'm the CEO of Playback. I was one of the co-founders. And yeah, joining this town hall and sharing some really exciting updates with you guys. In terms of why we're doing a town hall right now, pretty straightforward. Obviously, first things first, we're really excited about the upcoming NBA season. Have a lot of exciting updates to share with you guys related to the NBA season. So figured this was a good venue, build the enthusiasm early on, all that sort of stuff. But we also have some very, very big news for Playback as an overall company. So let's just start there. We are really, really excited to announce we secured, or we completed our Series A fundraise earlier this month. Just to step back a little bit, we are a startup. We are a very small company. We only have 10 people, but we have very, very, very big dreams. Like, we really do think this platform can be the way that everyone watches sports in the future. It's just way more fun to watch sports with your friends, with the community, with creators. Like, it's a huge, huge opportunity. But we do need investors to help get there, basically. Like, we can't do it all ourselves. So it's a really big deal whenever we hit one of these milestones and whenever we do one of these fundraisers. So we're very, very excited. We can't announce exactly who the investor is and what the amount of capital raised. That'll come in November. But trust us, it's a great partner. It's like the perfect partner, basically, for us. And it's plenty of capital to like go out and really build this together. So we're really excited. It's going to be like a block by block approach, but as a team, as a community, I mean, like, basically thank you to everyone for helping us get there. We're pretty excited. So that's the big news. In terms of what that actually means for our creators, I think the number one thing it means is like, we're not going anywhere, right? Like, we are building this platform with you guys. We are in it for the long haul. We have a lot more juice to squeeze, basically. So from a creator standpoint, you guys should feel comfortable like really building on this platform, because it's only going to go up from here. And we have plenty of time to basically continue to build it. So that's point one. Point two is like, more capital will allow us to expand the team in two very important ways. One is we're actually going to be able to be a lot more aggressive in terms of going to go acquire more rights, get more partnerships on the platform. We just actually announced, I believe earlier last week, actually, we've expanded our EuroLeague partnership. We did a partnership with Karate Combat. We have a lot more partnerships basically coming, and we can be in particular more aggressive in places that are adjacent to the NBA. So basically think regional sports networks and national networks, as well as some of the new leagues that we're going to be bringing on. And we have a very exciting announcement on that front that will come in a few months. So that's the first point. The second point is like, we can build out a bigger team to build more cool features for you guys as creators. So we're excited to be expanding the team. You've probably seen this on our social media. We are hiring for new positions. If you have interested people, please do not be afraid to refer them to us. But yeah, more people on the team means more things we can build and all that sort of stuff. So that's the bigger picture updates. In terms of the agenda for today, we're really going to only have like two major conversations. First, Kevin is going to come on stage to talk about basically how we're going to help Playback creators grow this season. So it'll be a run through of both some of the features and some of the work we're already doing behind the scenes. So hopefully good things to get excited about. And then second, at the back half, Brandon is going to come on stage and talk about basically how we're going to help creators make more money this year, some of the new things we have working and all that sort of stuff. So with that, I will turn it over to Kevin, but I'll be back on stage, obviously, for Q&A if there's any other questions. So yeah, excited, guys. Kevin?
All right. Thank you, RJ. And yes, want to shout out the jobs link. We are hiring. We're going to grow the team. We're going to build faster. We've hired from within our community before. We prefer that. So would love to see some of the folks in this room submit an application if you're interested. Okay, so I'm the product lead at Playback. Kaiza on Playback or Discord. You might have DM'd me. Hopefully I got back to you quickly enough. I really appreciate your feedback always as creators. Appreciate you turning out here and very appreciative of everything you've done as early adopters of the platform. We know it's not easy to get people to download a new app, but you've been able to not only migrate your community over to Playback, but retain them phenomenally well. It's just amazing to see the time spent, the retention, the stickiness that your communities have. That was ultimately the priority here. And now we're going to kind of move to the next phase of maturity as a platform. So we have a lot of improvements coming on this front, but we want to be able to help you kind of go beyond the early adopter and reach a more mainstream consumer. We want to help you double your room or more, and we've got a lot in the works this season to help you do that. So really, it starts with the game day experience on Playback. We've seen people expand the types and categories of content that they're covering, and that's amazing. But we know the first reason people came here and kind of the most magical experience on Playback is being able to see a live game together. And finally, this season, we can say the Smart TV app will be coming. We know as a sports fan, you're going to want to watch the game on a big screen. I personally have always wanted this since the early days. It's amazing how strong the communities are even without a Smart TV app. So thanks for making it this far, but we're super eager to be able to release that this season. Alongside that, there'll be other, I'm sure, improvements around higher quality and resolution of the streams and various other things to kind of make sure we're the ultimate game day experience for fans. Next, we'll want to make sure that everyone can see the game. So we're really going to be leaning into NBA League Pass and the other partners we bring onto the platform to really help people become a subscriber. But part of that, as we've seen in other models, is you need to be able to try before you buy. So you may have noticed if you tuned in for NBA preseason over the weekend that we are showing a preview. So you can see 2 minutes and get that aha moment exactly or immediately when you land on the room. So people can see, okay, I can actually watch the game on this platform and stick around long enough to kind of see what this is before they are able to sign up. So that's a big thing. Trials. So the NBA League Pass, for example, offers a 7-day trial. We want to bake that in so that more people are encouraged to try the platform for at least a week before they need to pay. So there's a lot we're going to be doing on this front to get more and more of your viewers to convert into subscribers. But there's also, I'll let Brandon get to this later. We also want to say thank you and reward the creators who are doing the work to bring NBA League Pass subscribers to the platform. So yeah, we'll have an exciting update on that later. Next is second screen. So we have the Gamecast, as you've seen, where you can watch the live game clock, the game score, even if you don't have a League Pass subscription yet. And actually for the Premier League, for international football, we recently launched Gamecast there as well. But we know that people watch on other devices, on other screens, and we want to make sure that you can use Playback as kind of a second screen experience if you want. So we'll be allowing creators to enrich those streams with, maybe adding in play-by-play or box scores or player data, just more ways to make your stream entertaining. And also just for those who want to sync up with another device, the ability to pause and rewind and make sure you can totally sync up what you're watching on Playback with everywhere else. And then lastly, rights. So RJ already touched on this. We are working hard to bring more rights to Playback within the NBA, of course, but adding other leagues. We have another major league coming soon that we'll be excited to announce. And in leagues where we don't have rights yet, we will be working hard to build traction. So I think the international football community is a great example of this, where we've seen this season, especially during the transfer window this summer, a lot of growth in Premier League and other creators that will make our jobs much easier to go out and get content partnerships when we can demonstrate traction. So thank you for that, and we'll continue to push for that. Interactivity is another one I want to call out. We're a media platform where you can kind of sit passively and watch, but we're also, a room is also a very interactive space. It's a venue where you can connect with other people and meet people and interact with others. We see that our best users on the platform are the ones who join stages, who are active in the chat. So we want to think about more ways to get more people on stage, get more people to interact. In some of our top playback rooms, many of them are represented here today in the chat. I see people kind of going off, shouting each other out. We see more than 50 stage participants in a week in some of these rooms, as opposed to on another live platform where maybe there's like 2 or 3 faces that you see across the entire week. So this is really a different dynamic, a totally different way to interact live. And you'll see a lot of what we build is kind of set up to go multiplayer community mode. So we'll lean into that a lot. Lastly, I'd say promotion is the other category that we're going to invest in a lot this season. So we launched live clipping, we launched simulcast. We're live on YouTube and Twitter right now. We know that this is a great way to drive traffic. People have called it like a second push notification to be able to simulcast. So we'll continue to make that workflow more streamlined, add other channels to simulcast to. And for clips, we know we're just scratching the surface there. To be able to make vertical clips, obviously, for all the mobile social platforms is super important to allow your community to make clips with you, not just your co-creators. There's definitely a lot we want to do on the promotional front to help you grow not just your playback room, but to grow all the channels that you're trying to build as a creator. Greer, on the clips front, maybe can you talk a little bit about how we look for clips from our community and how we try to promote our creators through clips?
Yeah, last season we had like a bunch of great clips, whether it was like compilations of really like powerful moments within the NBA season, or like when people noticed power chats, right, for the first time, and your room was like financially supporting you. So for this season, we want to focus on and double down on a lot more of those kind of moments. I think the 2 important things to note is like we're going to prioritize sharing clips where the cameras are on and there are multiple people on stage, because we think that that is like what makes playback great and really translates so that everybody can understand the experience that people are having on playback. So stay tuned for some hashtags and stuff that will drop so that we can surface your clips better and amplify your clips better. But those are just the first couple of things to note on what we'll be prioritizing this coming season.
Awesome. Thanks, Greer. I think lastly, we'll be looking for promotional opportunities in partnership with the NBA and our partners. So we have a great campaign actually starting tomorrow, Sam, with the NBA that, yeah, maybe you can tell us a little bit more about.
For sure. What's up, everyone? So it is a priority for us to make it as easy as possible for you to get your community into a stream and really experience the first screen experience where everyone can watch the game. We're making it easier to get 7-day free trials in product, making it easier with stream previews so your community members who maybe haven't tried a game stream can finally do it. And lastly, what we're going to be doing periodically through the year and will be doing in the preseason period is we'll also be doing periodic giveaways to community members. And so we're super excited about this one. We're dubbing this the Welcome Back NBA series, but we have a series of classic games which will not require any sort of League Pass auth to watch, so they are free to stream for everyone. And they'll be starting tomorrow with Steph Curry's first NBA game. Thursday, Kevin Durant's rookie debut. Shout out Seattle Supersonics. You got Shaq's first game as a Laker, LeBron's first game as a Heat against the Big Three Celtics, and then just last year, Wemby's rookie debut. And what's super cool about this is this gives creators an opportunity to get their community members some free League Pass codes on us. So all you have to do is schedule one of these streams, and anyone who comes into your room and stays for 5 or more minutes will be automatically entered into the giveaway. On opening night, we will email all the winners, but we're planning to give away over 100 codes throughout the preseason period here. So there's a lot of opportunity here. So I encourage everyone to schedule these games, have some fun, let them experience what Playback's like, and let your community have a chance to win free League Pass on us.
Awesome. Thank you, Sam. I'm going to pass it over to Brandon, but before passing it completely, I just want to address some of the chat here. I think there's a lot of great feedback around what mods can do, what creators can do, being able to mute people on stage. 100%, we hear you. We currently have 2 roles effectively, other than just a room member. There's a creator and there's a moderator. But we imagine that the future is not just 2 roles. It's something where you can define exactly how your room works, where you can choose exactly which permissions you want to give to people. Do you want a certain person who can not start a stream but mute people on stage? You can come up with that. We're going to make sure that you can run your community exactly the way you need. We know every community is different. So rest assured that customization is coming. But we really appreciate your feedback on that. We hear you loud and clear, and thanks for being patient with us so far. We can't wait to give you those controls. And it's really cool to see just how unique every room is using Playback in different ways. Okay. With that, I'll pass it off to Brandon, who's going to talk about how we're going to help you make money on Playback. Everybody's favorite topic.
Everyone's favorite topic. Before I get into it, got to address something in chat. Grizzlies Argentina, the request for Kyle Kuzma's first career game. Is there something about Kyle Kuzma's like NBA debut that I just forget? Like, it's a crazy request. Anyway, let's talk how we're going to make you all some more money, right? Get to brass tacks. So obviously last year, there really was one bucket that you guys could earn from, right? And that was our partner fund. This year, we're excited to let you know that we actually have 3 buckets that you guys will be able to earn from. And we're going to obviously try to ever expand these buckets to keep putting more money in your pockets. So that first bucket is direct monetization of your fans. So we've alluded to Power Chat earlier. I'm sure you all have seen this feature, but we will be continuing to add features to your Playback rooms to allow your fans to show you how much they appreciate you by, tipping you, adding donations, things like that. So with Power Chats, we followed up quickly with Power Streaks. And for those rooms that haven't yet hit a Power Streak, definitely recommend you certainly turn on that feature in your chat settings and give it a try. Let your chat know. It's a really fun way to gamify the experience when a cool moment happens. We actually already had a Power Streak hit over 100 Power Chats. And that was in Ballers Only, which is Props Room. So let me actually load up that clip so you guys can see how much fun the Power Streak feature is. Grab the screen share.
We got to start keeping track of these platform records.
Absolutely.
Yeah, turn that camera on, Prop.
That's crazy.
All right, hey, what if we get the streak to 100? You gonna turn the camera on?
I'm still going. I can't even fucking catch up on the chat. This shit is crazy.
90.
I never even seen the fucking streak.
Come on, 10 more. Gun at 100. Let's fucking go.
I don't even know who to start fucking thanking. This shit is crazy.
You got a ways to go, brother.
Shit, we got KD in the building. Man, I can't even get through the chat stops at 8:52 from 6 minutes ago. I can't even see nothing else.
4 more.
This shit is
4 more.
crazy.
3 more. 3 more.
3 more.
Dang.
We good. Bang,
Let's
bang,
fucking
bang.
go. Nigga,
100 is
didn't even
fucking
stop,
crazy.
man.
Let's go.
Yes,
Yo.
sir.
And got to give it up for profit.
So yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Prop and Ballers Only. I think that streak ended at about 112, but obviously, chat, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I see some of you Ballers Only folks are in chat, so absolutely feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But the point remains, power streaks, power chats have been an awesome way for you guys to be able to monetize your community, and we're excited for you guys to be able to do that for this NBA season as well. And then I also saw in chat, I think it was Mike that mentioned it, the last way that we're going to enable you to sort of monetize your community is with room subscriptions. So this is one that's been requested for a really long time now. And yeah, we're definitely excited to get this out so you guys can, sort of gate some of your watch parties for maybe your premium members, do things like that. We're really excited to launch that as well. The second bucket of money that didn't exist last year that some of you maybe have already seen is the new affiliate marketing marketplace. So for you room owners of partnered rooms, in your room menu, you will see a new affiliate marketing section. And that is our Playback team going out into the market and curating opportunities for you, our Playback partners, right? So we're taking the power of Playback and we're saying, how can we deliver that value back to you all? So right now there are 2 opportunities in there. There is a DraftKings opportunity as well as a Tails by OddShopper opportunity. We previously ran a Karate Combat opportunity and expect to run more opportunities with them. And we have plenty of opportunities coming down the pipeline as well. So certainly make sure to continue to check that affiliate marketplace for additional opportunities. We'll also make sure to post in Discord as new opportunities are added. So you guys obviously know you can head in and apply as well. We will also be setting up some affiliate links for you guys for NBA League passcodes. So for all of you who are, I will say, sending us DMs maybe semi-frequently about things like VIPs or TV auth bypass, I just want to let you know, it is definitely going to be to your benefit and everyone's benefit to really push users to go ahead and sub to NBA League Pass. We will make sure that you guys are getting a cut of those League Pass signups. So definitely feel free to use your Playback room as a vehicle to encourage your users to sign up for League Pass. And ultimately that payoff is going to come back into your pockets and also give more access to your users to watch with you. So it really is just the machine that keeps on giving, right? So definitely encourage you to go ahead and get folks to sign up for League Pass once we get those League Pass affiliate codes set up for you. The last bucket of money is the partner fund. Will continue again for this season. So you will be earning for every stream, regardless of, power chat revenue or room subscriptions. You will continue to earn through the partner fund. And we will be committing, again, more than $2 million to the fund this year. So we were right at $2 million last year. We're going to go ahead and up that figure a little bit this year as well to make sure our creators are well taken care of. So yeah, those are the really 3 buckets that we're looking at to really increase monetization for you guys this NBA season. And then on top of that, we want to make it easier for you to actually receive those payouts and have visibility to what they look like. So later this month, we will be releasing our new in-product payout system. You guys are going to be able to track your balances from your room, add your preferred payout method directly from your Playback room, split payouts. So for those of you that have asked me to split payouts amongst multiple contributors, if you need to pay a one-time guest, you'll be able to handle all of that from inside of your Playback room. You guys are going to be pumped. Like I'm sure you guys have noticed, our dev team does not play games. They're absolute superstars. I've gotten a sneak peek at this product, and honestly, it is a game changer for live streaming platforms, generally speaking. So really, really excited to get this in front of you guys. You guys have been awesome and bearing with me on the compensation side of things as I've sort of handled everything manually. So this is going to be awesome to be able to give you guys sort of like a best-in-class product as far as that's concerned. And yeah, I think at this point, I've been rambling a little bit. So let me go ahead and bring Sam back on to close us out.
I'm closing us out? News to me.
Maybe we can do it together.
Actually, we'll go no spotlight. Everyone can be on stage now. Yeah, I guess let's open it up to a few questions. Does anyone in the chat have questions?
I see there are a few questions about room subscriptions. I think Ari responded just kind of sharing how we want to be flexible so that if you don't want to sell room subscriptions, you don't have to. And if you do want to sell room subscriptions, you can make your streams members only if you want. maybe for a live stream, maybe for a recorded stream. I saw Trill Bro Dude's recommendation. But we've also heard from some of you that you don't want to sell access to your streams and you would rather monetize interactivity, such as the ability to chat or join the stage or stand out with emotes in various ways. So we'll ultimately leave the decision up to you. And as we roll this out, we'll be looking for feedback on the types of utility that you want to provide. I've already heard from many of you on that. So keep those ideas coming.
I see a question about DraftKings here. I'll just echo what Brandon said. If you are a partner creator, you have access to our affiliate marketplace. The affiliate marketplace is where we're going to bring potential affiliate marketing opportunities to you. DraftKings is a current one. So all you got to do is click in there, see what's offered, and apply. And if you're accepted, have at it. Sell those codes. And yeah, League Pass will definitely be one of them. And to Brandon's point, if you are hosting NBA games, it's in your best interest to take that one up.
Might as well make that money, right?
What else we have here? Pice, CFC Pice, who runs one of our amazing Chelsea communities, asked about donation sounds and being able to show comments on the stream. We're definitely going to make this happen. The feedback is kind of being able to celebrate people who are not just power chatting, but just contributing generally. You want to be able to take a chat message and show it in front of everybody to call attention to that community member. Donation sounds is another great one. I've seen actually a few rooms here who've made their own kind of makeshift celebration video that you'll just screen share when you get a power chat. That's good fun. So we want to bake that into the product so you can set that up to be automated, maybe for a power chat, maybe for a new room membership, up to you. So yeah, we love that suggestion.
Daniel Roxa asks, are you searching for new leagues of different sports to stream on Playback? Yes. If you missed the beginning part, that's what RJ alluded to. The biggest part of fundraising is giving us the capability to scale up both on the technical side and the partnership side. And then
Daniel, if you know anyone, like have a personal connection in any of the leagues, like let us know for sure.
If you guys have,
we'll talk more about this also in November when we officially announce our funding round. But for what it's worth, the partner we're bringing on, the new investor we're bringing on, is going to be particularly helpful in terms of bringing on new leagues and new content partners.
Got a question for RJ here from Ross. What's Playback's take on the new NBA TV deal? I feel like it only benefits Playback and Playback creators heading into next year as more subscriptions are required for the general public.
Yeah, I could talk about this for a while. I'll just say high level. I think it's I think it'll be helpful to have some new partners in the mix that we can potentially partner with as well. And I think it will also help the NBA to have locked in rights for the next 11 years. That definitely helps from a planning standpoint. From a consumer standpoint, I do wish that there would stop having to be so many different platforms you have to subscribe to get access to content. I think that can create basically scenarios where only like the biggest fans subscribe and the more casual fans aren't willing to pay or potentially even illegally stream. But that's the longer conversation for what it's worth.
Grizzlies Argentina is asking about potential multi-view.
We've talked about it a lot internally. I don't know, Kevin, if you have any specific thoughts. We've built some prototypes for what it's worth. Can't talk specific at this
100%. Kevin. Maybe make it a community voting thing, like which game are we watching next? A lot of fun ways we could spin that.
Sweet.
A lot of good questions in here. Leandro asks about 1080p. We've tested that. That will definitely come in the future, especially as we launch smart TV. We'll have to think about, what makes the most sense on a bigger screen, but that's definitely coming.
Playback merch store, potentially in the works. We'll see.
We've been designing some hoodies, so more on that later.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't want to preview it, but there's a hoodie design that's already been set up.
Hard.
Send me your address. DM me. Send me your address. I might have a hat lying around somewhere.
Don't send it in this chat. I don't think you would.
Also, Daniel, I like that question. What about a monthly recap of the top streamers in each country of Playback? That's really fun. We're working on some cool stuff around social media in particular that I think would fit into this bucket. But yeah, keep the ideas coming. That's awesome.
It's a very interesting topic, especially with a sports community. Other social platforms have kind of taken the approach of hide everything behind the algo. You have no idea who's actually a great creator on the platform, other than if you look them up and see how many followers they have. But maybe sports fans want to compete a little bit, or see some power rankings. Maybe depends on the fan. I think things would get pretty heated in some of these cases, but that could be an area for us to explore a little bit more.
Sports are at their best when it's heated, Kevin.
Power rankings, yeah. I think Ari has a lot of good thoughts on power rankings. I'm all for it. Let's try it out.
See a question from EPL Daily around like custom notifications.
Yeah. What does he mean about custom notifications?
Notifications to send to members as
right.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
like an announcement.
Like exactly. Yep. As the topic changes, so that they don't have to change the session, but can let folks know that the topic of conversation has changed.
Yeah. We may have called this out before, but I'll probably shout out Andre from Chasing Wins for doing this first, where he kind of hacked our system by scheduling an event that starts in 2 minutes and it transitions to another event, which effectively sends a push notification with a topical, title. But that's a little bit more work than it should take to kind of have topics. So we want to bake that into your stream. If you want to change the topic and if you want to fire off an announcement, maybe you want to do that when you're not live. Maybe you want to do it as you're switching topics. Ultimately, we want to give you those controls. But it is cool to see how people kind of break the platform and do things that it wasn't designed for, because that ends up turning into features later on. So keep pushing us.
For the poll that Ari dropped in chat, Chasing Wins might need to abstain. I see on ball Steph. I see you're in here, Dre. I know you've kind of hacked the notification system, so to speak.
Yeah, a lot of our best features have come from people hacking. Like before, all you could do was watch live sports. I think some people asked us to put on like YouTube highlights in the background. And then I think that might have been Rockets Watch was really early on. They wanted to kind of put on a podcast style show. And then we added a YouTube player in the room and then screen sharing. So we love to see the ways people are pushing the boundaries. Yeah, definitely soundboards. I think that falls squarely within the topic of interactivity. We don't just view it as like the creator is the only one kind of on the hook for entertaining everybody, but we want everyone to participate and interact, like we said. So we want to put these tools in the hands of everybody just to make it more fun for the entire room to participate in. All right, I think we got to send more push notifications.
Let's do it.
I
think that's
everything.
everything.
And the team already have some great ideas about this.
Starting soon, music.
Yeah, we need a playback hype video to start our next stream. Bring the energy up. But I don't mind Vince Carter highlights.
Your hype video could just be Vince Carter highlights.
Awesome. Should we wrap it there?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I think that's it.
Perfect. Thank you everyone for joining. Really excited about this news. Really looking forward to this upcoming season. And yeah, more to come. Stay tuned. We'll be trying to do these as frequently as we can. So more updates coming soon.